What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist here with
Gershwan.
and we're back at it to answer those questions that you guys leave us, because this is a For the Greater
WAAAGH!
This is a video series. Oh, you kind of already said it. You leave your questions down in the comment section below. Put question in front of your question because we get to those first. That is what Xenoplays did. He asks, "Have Eldar ever been fighting against Tau Empire?" ?
Well, I don't really hear too much about the Eldar-Tau relationship, but there is one badass story that always sticks out to me, and that is when the Tau were fighting alongside the Dark Eldar.
Dark Eldar?
Dark Eldar, yeah, we don't really cover them too much, but yeah, they're... So this is what happened. Basically, the Dark Eldar were like, hey, there's a Tyranid invasion coming your way. They effed up our home planet. We're here to help you. And the Tau are like, oh, sure, whatever. So, the first battle, they're fighting side by side. The Tau are like, whoa, these guys are some, weird-ass dudes, it's best to stay away. And then, so after this first battle, they're like, oh, yeah, victory, thanks, guys. And then the next battle comes up, and now the Dark Eldar have these, huge, swollen, blue, monstrosities. The grotesques, that's what they're called. And the Tau are like, yo, those look really familiar, but whatever. And then the Dark Eldar are like, hey, we'll keep on fighting for you, but, let's trade. I think they said, oh, we'll give you some weaponry if you give us, a squad of fire warriors and an ethereal. And they're like, nah, then that's not gonna happen. And then eventually, these ethereals start disappearing, some Tau start disappearing, and more grotesques are now fighting, against the Tyranids.
And it turns out they're roid up Tau.
They are. They're basically stimulant injected, Tau that have been transformed and mutated. And then the Dark Eldar, they project a message to the planet of the Tau saying, hey, give us all your ethereals. They say something like, give us 12 ethereals, or we'll stop help you, or stop helping you, or something like that. So the Tau are like, nah, that's some BS, let's go attack them. So they trace the origin of the projection, and they send their huge military might over there. But as, the world is now left undefended, the Dark Eldar take this time to basically plunder and kidnap hundreds of thousands of Tau, and it turns out that message was, just a decoy. So yeah, the Tau got F'd in the A on that one.
And it's really smart, I guess, for a Dark Eldar force, or even an Eldar force, to ally themselves with Tau, just because there's no danger of Slaanesh somehow being tempted because of the Tau. The Tau have very little signature, so it's like a free-for-all. Or it's like fighting against, robots, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know, because robots can be corrupted. Yeah.
Uncorruptible. Well, no, some Tau do get corrupted. But not
Possessed, right?
Yeah. So that was the one instance. It's not Eldar per se, but it's Dark Eldar.
Next question.
This one's by DXCEGRPC. Do you think that in the center of the warp there is a physical device that is necessary to link the immaterium to the real galaxy?
No. I don't think that there's anything technologically. There's nothing technological about the warp.
I feel like the warp is just immaterial.
Exactly. Next question comes from Warforged Tech. If Eldar goddess Isha is prisoner of Nurgle, can she possibly get mad or corrupted or broken of being test subject for so long? I mean, she is getting some best taste of Nurgle's garden. So basically you're saying, would Isha ever get corrupted by chaos? That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't think so, because I don't think other gods can be corrupted that way.
Yeah.
And anyway, she's been in there for a long time, and she hasn't given up, because she's like, oh, it's necessary for me to take in all this, viruses, mutations, plagues, and whatever, because she'll just heal herself. And then she can whisper the cures to her Eldar folk. So.
Yeah.
She's taking one for the team.
Yep. And the same reason that you don't ever see any other Chaos God Nurgle trying to get Tzeentch sick. Because it can't happen. They're made out of whatever pure emotion they are. Next question.
Was peace won? I wonder how many of us yawn with Gershwan.
All of you. All 2,000 of you. John Redcorn. How would Godzilla, King Kong, and other huge mega monsters live in 40K universe? And also, can the Sound Alchemist see the future with his glasses? They are an artifact.
Yeah.
A master crafted artifact.
So I get to re-roll ones whenever I miss. And it's a lot. But yeah, I see the future, and the future is very bleak, so they're kind of fake glasses.
They're grimdark. It's grimdark.
Yeah.
Now, as far as King Kong and all those...
Godzilla.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's planets that have, like, mega giant monster plagues or whatever. Some of them probably powered by chaos.
Yeah.
And that's going to be one of our creepypastas. It's coming soon.
That sounds good, actually. I'm hungry for some creepypastas.
Yeah. Next question comes from Xavier Herwick. What would a Tau Demon Prince be like? Blue.
Yeah, blue and hella weak, because Tau have like 0 to no signature in the warp. So if somehow they did get converted into a Demon Prince, it'd probably be like one of the weakest ones, but it'd still be pretty cool.
Yep. Dragon Punch 903. This is for you, Sound Alchemist.
Oh.
What color would you redo the Tau? I think a green Tau would look cool.
Green Tau? I don't know about that.
It depends on what green. Like if you do like a camo green, yeah, that would look cool.
Well, yeah, but like, if
But
it's like
orca green,
highlighter green, they just
Yeah.
look like Shreks.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But what?
Probably like dark maroon.
Okay.
I'm just saying that because that's like Farsight's colors. But yeah, I guess, or white Tau.
I think the color that the Tau are like perfect because it's not like a regular color. It's like tan, right?
Right.
So it's like it feels futuristic, and that's what the Tau are supposed to be. The other like idea would be like muted colors, like grays or
like
blues.
earth tones, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
That'd be cool. Next question.
This one is by Cryptic Pancake. Gersh1, I see that Hockey Canada shirt. I love the NHL, and I'm a die-hard Flyers fan. Who are you a fan of? Also, does the Sound Alchemist like hockey? No, I never liked hockey. I've only seen like 1 or 2 games, and like, I mean, it's fun to play, but I'm not into it.
If anything, we would be Blackhawks fans because
Chicago.
yeah. But no, I don't really watch hockey. So the reason that I was wearing that shirt is because somebody came over from Canada. She was living with us for a little bit. And she just gifted us some shirts, and I was like, oh look, I'm gonna wear this, and I recorded a video that day.
And he's also got 40K questions. He's saying, I know, 2 questions. I'm a spoiled prick, but I have to ask. I'm creating lore on Loyalist Space Marine chapters with Alpha Legion beginnings. My question is, the Alpha Legion during 30K were known to have Legionnaires to be bigger and taller than your average Astartes. Could it still be possible now in 40K that a Loyalist chapter would be big enough to wear Primaris armor, even if they're your average Marine?
I'm not too sure about the new mark of the power armor that the Primaris Marines wear, or old because it's 10,000 years ago.
Yeah.
But so a Space Marine has the black carapace, which is what connects their body to their suits, and their suits have to be designed a certain way. I don't know if a Primaris Marine has a certain different
Carapace.
Yeah, carapace. So if that's the case, if the armor was specifically made for a different carapace of a Primaris Marine, then a larger regular Space Marine still wouldn't have the same holes.
Basically, yeah.
So it wouldn't really match up. But with that said, it's the lore, and I don't think they've gone that deep into the Primaris armor, have they?
As far as I know, no.
Yeah. So yeah, you can definitely say that in your lore. You can say that these guys were somehow bigger because of what the Alpha Legion was doing. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought they were all
smaller.
Smaller.
Yeah. But either way, yeah, you can put that in the lore.
Interesting question.
And there's a lot of really good ways that you can twist an Alpha Legion that's a loyalist, successor chapter, I guess you could say. Yeah. Next question comes from Maniac Moonin. Is the orc looted Carnifex a thing? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's some like awesome conversions of it.
Next question comes from DN. He starts off by saying, "Hey OMS, sorry, love your lore videos, as I'm not collecting the miniatures, but I like the books. So it's a great source of additional information that is only available in codices. I do have a bunch of questions though." Okay, so his first question is, why do people call the Ultramarine Smurfs, and why the hate? I personally like the book from Graham McNeil and his take on the Ultramarines. So why are they called Smurfs?
Basically, because they wear blue and they're the poster boys. They follow the Codex Astartes to the T. So it's basically like they're the teacher's pet, so to speak.
Yeah, and that's what Smurfs are.
Teacher's pets.
And then, so why do they get hate? Because they're easy. They're an easy target, like the Tau.
Mm-hmm.
If the person who's gonna play an Ultramarine chapter, it's probably a kid.
Yeah.
To be honest, like somebody that just started in Warhammer 40K, he's a kid and he's more like he wants to paint what's on the cover of the Space Marine Codex.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why they get made fun of. And then second question, why is Matt Ward seem to be hated so much? Also, if the community hates the guy, why is he in the position to remain working for GW?
It's because he gets a lot of hate because oftentimes when he makes a new codex or when he writes lore, it's like bumped up to the next level. Like very OP. For example, Drago. He's the one that made a lot of the lore for Drago, and he made the, I think it was 5th edition Grey Knights Codex, and it was just like blowing everything else out of the water. But, I mean, you can't really blame the guy because you're trying to make things, you know, more epic, more badass, and to do that you kind of have to bump up the new stuff. Eventually the older stuff will get bumped up too, but that's why it seems like it's just overpowered because they're setting up the new bar, the new level.
Yeah, because that's what happened. So he came out with the Grey Knights Codex, and the Grey Knights are like unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
But then he came out with the Tau Codex, right?
Or
Or well, it was 7th edition.
Yeah, 7th edition.
And the Tau and the Necrons were him, right?
I believe so.
And then it was just like the Necrons were like OP to the point where the Grey Knights were nothing. But with that said, if he doesn't write a codex, then the army doesn't get the buff.
Right.
So I think that's why people hate him, because it's like it's not just so it's him, but it's also the team around him.
Right, because he can't just say, "Oh, this is lore, this is the rules."
Yeah.
You gotta have like your editors and play testers and whatnot. So.
Yeah. Then he has a third question. Have you played any of the games related to Warhammer 40K, and do you have a favorite one? Also, what games would you like to see in the future?
Yeah, we played what, Dawn of War.
Yeah, Dawn of War, Fire Warrior, Space Marine. That's it.
That's all I played. Yeah.
I played that one checker or chess game.
Okay.
What's it called? With the orcs and the Blood Ravens?
Yeah, I think it is Blood Ravens.
Or Blood Angels? But yeah, so, but what's your favorite?
Easily Space Marine.
Ooh, I like Dawn of War.
Dawn of War was fun, yeah.
Dawn of War was really fun because you get to play with,
Yeah.
your friends or whatever.
But like cinematically wise, when you were playing Space Marine, I felt like, oh, this is exactly how 40K is supposed to be. It's gritty, it's grimy. 3 freaking Space Marines is all it took to take down a freaking orc wall. Well, like, and a bunch of Imperial Guard and whatnot. But
Balls. In the future though, I would love to see like a Battlefront style game where you play as the Imperium. Or you can play as every single race, actually. So, like, different factions. Like, you can start off, you'll start off as your Imperial Guardsman, and you slowly level up as the battle progresses. And then, like, until the point where, instead of a Jedi, you play a Space Marine. And then you're like, yeah, Space Marine.
That's a cool concept, yeah.
Yeah.
And you could have, like, characters running around.
Yeah, you have, like, Drago showing up out of nowhere.
Dante swooping down.
Yeah, you instantly win the game. Last question. You have one?
Do not.
Ooh. DOW234. Can regular Space Marines be upgraded to Primaris Marines? And continuing on the idea, would all chapters use Primaris Marine gene seed instead of their own?
Well, Primaris gene seed is the same thing as their their original chapters. Although it has been rumored that it's like cured of defects. I'm not 100% sure on if it really is, because I mean, how are they going to be able to cure like the Black Rage and the Red Thirst and all that stuff? But I mean, that's what they say.
Yeah. But is it the same? No, because it's cured supposedly.
Right. It's similar, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, you regular Space Marine can become a Primaris.
That's what the ancients are, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yep.
And everybody was scared because of this, because they're saying, oh, you know, they're gonna slowly get rid of all the normal models, and everybody's gonna be bumped up to Primaris. Chapter Master's gonna be Primaris.
And they are. Like you go to the GW store and you can ask them, and the guy's like, no, you can still play with your old GW stuff, but it's like you don't even want to touch your old stuff when you have Primaris Marines running around.
It's like right now there's some Primaris Marines over there, and they look really badass compared to like the little guys.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But that's GW for you, and that was the episode of the Greater WAAAGH. Thank you for sending your questions, guys. Hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, whatever social media you use, because we're probably on there.
That's right. And if we didn't answer your question today, keep on asking it, because we do this 3 times a week. So expect us to get to it maybe in the later Greater WAAAGHs. As always, I'm Gershwin.
Sound Alchemist.
Switching names. We are out of here.